Alright. Alright, so hello. This is intended to be a kind of quick impromptu tutorial for Anodyne's all boss category. I should specify Anodyne Classic, not the remaster, because the runs are very different. But yeah, I'm Scorch. I'm the official world record holder for most categories on console. And I have a wonderful person here who is much better at this category than I am. If you want to introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Tom McCarran18. I also speedrun alongside Scorch. Scorch is my rival. I have a faster time, however, it is unofficially.
Yeah, because you can't record, so yeah.
No, I just run for the fun of it and the sheer love of the game.
Wouldn't have it any other way, can't lie. Alright, so yeah.
At the end of the day, you do this for all of it?
Yeah, just going to get started on this. So I'm not running with splits, because I'm going to take this in slow time, just walk through things. But yeah, I am going to note where things are specific for console. It's like, if you are running on PC and watching this, I would recommend just look at the PC world record, see what they do differently.
Yeah, the tech works the same for what PC does. We can just do an extra little thing, but largely the route is the same, minus one or two things.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so as usual with every category in this game, time starts on starting this. This is being run on Xbox One S, so yeah, we just press A, time starts when you start this, so that will be time start. So test rooms is the same for every category. I'm not really going to explain this that much. I'm going to go through it quickly, because yeah, just walk to the portals quickly, that's it. I should note these barriers here, if they are not up, your run is going to be invalid. Because that's a sign you've accidentally or purposely activated New Game Plus on your file, so that's just invalid, that's banned. Because we found that out a while ago now, and we've only just enforced it, so yeah. Bar's gonna talk to you. Yeah.
It's very easy. It's just exit out of the game, restart it again, and you're fixed.
Yeah. Alright, so
it's 10 seconds into the run.
So streets, very much the same. As 100% if you watch that video, if you watch that tutorial. You just menu warp to return to entrance, walk over to the broom, collect it, and then menu warp back out. Always holding your interact or broom button to be able to go through text faster. Now, you have two options here. We're not... I think getting the key is faster, but you can just wiggle out. Like this, like what we do
There's not too much difference.
There's not too much difference, but I think it's like a 0.3 difference.
Yeah,
I think it's like
a second.
Yeah, it's between 0.3 and 3 seconds in favor of grabbing the key.
Yeah, if you just start, just get the key.
Yeah, just get the key. I mean, it's like, that is typically, we think that to be faster. But you can do the strat we do at 90% if you want. The only reason I sometimes think that walking through the outer bounds might be a bit faster is because that ghost here in this room stops you for a second. But that's really it.
Yeah.
Then just walk out.
That could easily be one of those things, like when you have to walk across the screen, it takes a lot longer, so it's fairly even.
We get into streets, same with 100%. Save here, get this checkpoint. And now time for time for our first console exclusive strat. This, if you're PC, you unfortunately have to go talk to Mitra. If you're console, you should, and you've ran 90%, you should know what vertical wiggling is. And this is the same for all of PC, across all platforms. You just do this. You typically want to get onto the second screen after getting out of bounds, and then go down into the parallel universe. walk across, walk left 2 screens, and then in the middle of that one you go up, and then then you get into the loading zone. Now there are yeah.
Unless you see Scorch or any of the other runners doing diagonal movement, do not do diagonal movement. It is much slower in this game. It is much better to just move in the up, down, left, right directions. There are some places where it is faster just because you're traveling a shorter line, so it works. But if we are moving in diagonal, assume that's the fastest route. But obviously, feel free to explore this if you want to see if you can discover some faster routes. We'd love that.
The best way to really figure out where it is faster is just feel it out. That's what I did. That's what most runners have done. Yeah. And now is where another point where PC and console diverge. Again, if you're familiar with normal 90%, you know what's happening here. But first, we need to come onto this screen and then immediately turn around. This is to activate this portal for later in the run. Now, if you're on PC, you come over here, wiggle up here. However, console, we just do what we do in 90%. Because it's a lot less wiggles and a lot less running around.
Also, pit skip is pretty difficult on console.
Yeah, pit skip sucks on console. I tried it before stream, and I don't like it.
I got it once on mobile, just for trying.
I got like a few times on mobile, but it's like, on mobile it feels a lot easier in my opinion, considering you can just like swipe up and down, and it typically works. But yeah. Again, for this, you want to look at the red dots on the map. Once it gets to 4, and when you get to the middle of the screen, that's when you know you can walk down. So here, I get to here and then walk down. I'm in the loading zone. Now, we want to come over here. It is possible to skip Sage's dialogue, but like, this isn't 100%. That's a lot less impactful, because regardless if we skip that or not, we're going to have to see it, because we have to go fight Sage in endgame anyway.
If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah. Anyway, this is also a console exclusive strat. PC, look at whatever Pigeon does, I guess. I don't like that strat. I don't know how it works. But yeah, console, you just want to get out of bounds there into the parallel universe. And I typically get slightly in bounds so I can see Young's hand on screen. Especially useful for here, so I know when I get to the top of the screen. I typically walk until I get to this screen transition and then hold down so I can get perfectly into the wiggle zone here. There we go, and of course, this is basically the same as 100%. Because I already made that video. So, of course, you're going to want to get swap, equip swap, and then walk over here. PC, you do your thing, and then console, just come over here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
This wiggles are pretty special because for some reason we are able to do that in less than...
Yeah, because you can do that. Yeah, because you can do that in 4. But like, well, no, it's 5, and then the one inside is 4 for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah.
In the beginning, just do 6 because it's safer.
Yeah. And then this part is a bit tricky for beginners because the white out just blinds you. But regardless, just come right. Get right onto the right side wall. And because that's faster, it makes Young swim less. I went for something here called a dialogue buffer. Basically, it makes... Yeah, this. It skips one of the lines in the ending here, but it will make it play later when we fight Briar, because it replaces one of the dialogue things, dialogue boxes, and pushes it back, because that's what... Because normally before Briar swims back towards us, he says something like, "Oh, dude, Young, I'm sorry for the flashing, I don't know why this happens." But yeah, typically he just says that, and it's like, he says that, but Sage never said his line. It was a Briar line that he said. So yeah, and then you split there for any percent. That's the any percent section done. We're going to be back here later.
If you're running any percent, that's where you finish the time. When you see Young fade out.
Yes. But this is all bosses. As you've noticed, we have not killed a boss. It's time to fix that. So yeah, if you watched the 100% tutorial I made a while ago, the routing is pretty similar in the fact of we finish the game to get swap and then go through everything. It's significantly faster.
As mad as it might sound to spend 5 minutes going through the game and then another minute or so watching these credits, the amount of time you save is astronomical.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we've had a few people question if it's really that faster and why don't we just wiggle?
Wiggling takes a while.
Wiggling takes so much longer.
Yeah, because, for example, in Hundo, there was a console-only strat that we optimized significantly, because before it took about, like, I think 20 wiggles, maybe? Oh wait, no, a lot more than that. But the one to get the mushroom card? But yeah, save here. Do not pull a Super Mario Galaxy and do not save. Just save. Trust me. But yeah. Wiggling is slow once you get swap. So obviously you're going to want to continue. And we have swap equipped, so we're going to want to get down to here, have a tile in your swap, and then swap this wall out. This skips you walking down in there and bonking on the wall. Just walk through here. This is obvious why swap's faster. Walk along here, past this tree.
Yeah, in that section alone, just those 3 wiggles, you've probably saved 30 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Now, there's 2 main things you can do here. You can either swap up here and walk through there, and just go into the back of the dungeon. Or you can come up here and do what I do, and save here, and so we save warp after the boss.
That is the recommended way.
That is the recommended way because it's significantly faster, in my opinion. But yeah, obviously, since we went from the back, we return to exit and we're out here at the entrance. We're going, and that skips a dialogue with Sage. So we're going to come up here, come over here, swap this, swap that, stand still, do not hold forward, up or up even. Trust me, I've done that before. That has kind of killed runs before. When it's darking out, swap this out, and now you're going to want to take
There's
either one.
If you do accidentally run forward, and it's quite simply taking a tile from in front of the gate and then taking another tile to the underneath the blue torch on the right and swapping both those tiles and going up.
Yeah. But yeah, now for this, you want to take as little damage as possible. Either, I have gotten 0 before, but that is really rare. So the least you usually are going to get is either 1, that's the minimum usually you're going to get. I have had success on 2. But yeah. So you want to
can't afford more than 2, because you cannot survive the boss fight with the strategy we use.
Yeah, because the strat for Seer is just damage boosting. It is simple.
Basically. If you struggle with this boss casually, this strategy is going to make you laugh.
Yeah. So, this is a very dangerous boss, as you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't want to mash as much, you can just time the rush. Yeah. Anyway.
You'll know you've done it right if you get 3 hits on him before he starts doing the back and forth motion.
Yeah.
You'll get the 3rd hit as he's just about to start it. And that was how you know you've done the fight optimally. For
beginners, it is recommended to get most of the health upgrades.
I got all of them in the beginning. Now I'm down to just getting the one from Seer and the one from Watcher.
Yeah, at the moment I get 4 of them, but that's only because I just came back to this category yesterday. well, for this game in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, after you get the health upgrade,
it's pretty important because one of the later bosses can eat your health.
yeah, Sage can just eat you. So whether you get this health upgrade or not, for beginners, this one is heavily recommended. You can either, if you don't get the health upgrade, walk out either of the exit of the doors. But if you did get it, just stay in the room, save and quit. Save and go to title, and then we are going to go on to our next boss.
Yeah, we generally exit because that confirms that the boss is dead.
Yeah. But if you've gotten the health upgrade, that basically just confirms it, yeah. So just come over here, we are going to Youngtown to fight Watcher. So on this screen, get one tile below the path, because this shadow will kill you. And that's really it for Youngtown. Once we get into the dungeon here, once we get into
that movement can take a little bit of practice, but it is pretty easy.
Now we get a guaranteed save here because it's faster to swap through here, and then you can either swap down here or swap over here. It depends on what you go for. Just walk over this screen, and then you want to get to the bottom of this screen. And then you can either come down here, do that, or you can just like come down here and then go that way, or you can get a diagonal like that. Now, I'd recommend going down here to avoid the gas guy because it's really consistent doing that way, because otherwise the projectile will mess you up. Now, there's a ROM warp you can get here, which is really funny. I think it might be optimal for 100%. And all cards.
But it's really inconsistent.
Yeah. So most of the time you're going to want to avoid that door's locked dialogue. And I would recommend saving here for beginners and intermediate runners. I sometimes still do it.
I've abandoned this strategy personally just because if I die to Watcher, chances are I'm resetting the run anyway.
Yeah. So, this strat's the same for everyone. We're going to take that and swap that up here. That is the minimum you need to do for this, but most people will also do that. Put that one up there. Now you can either run back to here, or if you're up here, do this. I like that more. It flows better in my opinion. And you need to attack Watcher to start his fight. Now this boss is kind of designed around you having jump. We do not have jump. So, there are patterns here. Get up here. Yeah, luckily we have swap, so we can just do this. This is the most optimal attack.
The easiest boss in the game, or a pain.
Yeah, so this attack, good, I won't show off. You can just attack there. I don't get to show off the other ones. I'm going to save and quit so I can show off the other.
Okay.
So I want to. Yeah, that was pretty good. I would take that in a run.
Yeah. There's two, but we generally refer to the cycles as the amount of attacks he does, and there's good 2 cycles and bad 2 cycles.
Yeah. And there is also possible to get 1 cycles. I've had that in runs before, but it's not. It's not the most common thing, but it's also far from really rare.
Because he has 3 attacks. He has the attack where he sits at the top and he rains fireballs down. He has the attack you saw where he makes the 3 clones. That's a really good one because we can get multiple hits on him through that.
Yeah.
And then he has one where he runs across the screen 3 times. That one is generally the one we do not want to see because it is really slow.
But it's like, we can deal with it. Don't do that. We're just gonna... Obviously, you just want to... here it is.
Falling off during this fight because you can soft lock it.
But like, at the end of this attack, fall off.
Yeah. But beyond this, you do not really want to be falling off because it can very easily soft lock the fights if you just kind of spam falls. Yeah.
I'd only recommend falling off if on like the end of that attack. On like when he shoots the fireball.
Fall, that is when I would recommend it also.
Now, if you get the health upgrade here, again, it's the same thing. Either exit or don't. But always put swap back on and return to entrance. Walk out. Return to Nexus. Return to Nexus. Now, PC and console are going to be a bit different here. Console, you can see we spawn here behind the, on the wrong side of the gate. PC spawns on the other side, next to the portals. So, console, we have to do this. And you want to come to this portal. This is why we got this one. So we want to come up to here and swap through the wall here. Now you're going to want to line yourself up with this kind of like corner, or just like the top wall of this area. Because it's going to make a swap significantly easier. Like that. You can get through there without taking damage very easily doing that strat.
Yeah,
but
if
again,
you just keep moving, you'll be fine.
The annoyers do live up to their name sometimes. You can get hit back through that transition there, and it's really annoying. But yeah, we just want to get into forest.
If you see the enemy below you, it's better to just stop for a brief moment and let them go, because then you will not be hit.
So, once you get into forest, come into this place, walk all the way down until you see a fluff. A bit of fluff. So we're going to want to walk onto this.
You can avoid that hit if you stay to one side and just keep moving.
We want to walk down onto this piece of fluff and then get over here and just walk right. I would recommend... Okay, I messed up there. But yeah, you want to keep that fluff until here. I would recommend saving all the time here. I would recommend saving, especially in Hundo, but it's just like a safety thing.
Yeah. Beyond the first save, where we cannot override the save in the beginning so we can get back to the area after finishing the game, save everywhere. You will not mess anything up.
Yeah. So it's like, you want to come up to this ladder, you can swap through the rocks if you want to, it might be faster. And now
it
console... Yeah, now
so
console...
It saves a minute time.
Yeah, now console, there's a slight different strat here. PC, you can kind of just swap up here and walk up. Console, we have to come over here. It has the same result. And regardless, we're going to come through this wall and walk out the entrance. And it's time to get jump. So swap down here, because that's faster. Do not hold right, you will soft lock.
Oh yes, I have messed up many a run doing this before I realised what was going on.
Yeah. Talk to Mitra. Now, it's time for one of my favourite pieces of movement in the entire game. You can either go from down there, which I have seen people do.
We should briefly explain the two types of trains, because obviously one is significantly easier than the other.
Right, so, yeah, I can just use this place to actually explain it, because this is the perfect way to explain it, I think.
Yeah. We can actually just demonstrate them because you have the save. We can demonstrate both of them here.
So, there are two types of training. This is one of the first areas where we actually need to do what is called training. Basically, we're going to chain swaps across an area to get to a certain place. In this case, that door all the way down there. So we're going to do...
Which we will enter from above.
Yes. So first of all, I'm going to show off what's called 2 training, which is the much more beginner-friendly way of doing things, because it's much less prone to soft locking if you mess up. Like that, yeah. That's 2 training. And now, if you show, I will show what I mainly do, and a lot of other runners personally do, because it's a lot faster, and it's really simple once you get used to it. 1 training, you just use 1 tile. So, this. There we go. Simple.
So if we're going to do that one more time, and we can just briefly explain what is actually happening.
Great idea, actually. So, basically, what I am doing is... So I'll go through it in slow time. So, after I have that swap there, I am selecting that tile I just placed for swapping, walking onto it, swapping it there, and repeating the same thing. And it can be really fast once you get used to it, into a rhythm.
The way I learned this personally was double tap to collect, walk forwards, single tap.
That's basically what I do as well. I don't think about it that much anymore, but it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
but that's the best way to kind of learn the rhythm. It's double tap, move, tap, double tap, move, tap, double tap, move, tap.
Yeah. This is in the back of this dungeon, and this statue can be really annoying to deal with at times.
There's a few ways around it.
Yeah, there's a few ways around it, but it's fine. So I'm going to swap down to here. It's like, it's annoying, because if you're hugged up against it and you try to swap, you just get the interaction. That's like the main thing that's annoying about it.
Something quite deceptive about this game, you would imagine if you were going to jump that gap, you want to be as close, you would think, oh, I want to be close to the statue as possible. You don't. You actually want to have a little bit of distance.
Yeah. Also,
Scorch might actually be able to demonstrate that on the other side of this statue.
What do you mean?
On the right-hand side.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Wait. I need to do shenanigans. Quickly. Give me a second.
Do your shenanigans.
Actually, wait. No, I can just... Yeah. Also,
you don't want to be as close as possible. You want to actually have a little bit of distance. This is faster, but it can be a bit risky, because if you fall, you've swapped a crystal in front of the door, most likely.
Yeah, I literally just did.
Yeah. So this is generally the safer way, and what I would recommend to beginners.
Yeah, and it's also what I've been doing. Also, what I've been doing recently since I came back, because I'm just wanting to finish runs.
Yeah.
It's also worth noting, this is not as useful for this category. It's much more useful for the glitchless categories, but this game does have Coyote time.
Which is mad to think about in a Zelda-like, a 2D Zelda-like.
I've done it again. Anyway, let's get on to the actual important part of this area.
And how to avoid one of the biggest mistakes that runners make.
Yeah. Talking to Sage. See, just do this. Don't do that. Don't swap through the wall. Don't swap through the wall, just come over here. I forgot this thing. Anyway, speaking of walls, this is wall. Obviously you're going to want to equip room. Now, shall we explain soft locks?
Yes. So, this boss, when it's doing an attack, you will likely see where it slams both of its fists down. If you attack it and kill it during that animation, you will likely soft lock. And it's confused us for quite a while, because we knew how many hits it took to kill it. It's 9. But we couldn't work out why we were getting more. And we eventually found out it's the sound we need. So you don't want to sit and spam your attacks, because even though it looks like the boss is taking damage, it's not necessarily.
Yes. So, but basically, I don't really know too much about that stuff. All I know is, despite being a programmer, all I know is, hit the thing at funny times, do not hit it at other times. And also count. So,
yes.
Basically, you do not want to hit it at the wrong times. Like that.
You want to count the noises it makes. There you go, there's 1. 2. This is the attack you do not want to see at the end. If you are at 8 at hits, just let this attack pass.
Yeah, you can spam falling off in this fight, it's fine.
Yeah, this is perfectly safe.
Alright.
Yeah, if you see the flashing animation and it doesn't play the noise, that was not a damaging hit.
Yeah. And there, we're fine. I accidentally got the soft lock yesterday because I forgot about it.
Yeah. You can get the soft lock right at the beginning of the animation, so very, very rarely you might get soft lock and think,
Yeah.
what happened? You just got unlucky.
Yeah. Anyway.
Unfortunately, in this game, you do have to take that kind of thing on the chin, and same with RNG.
So yeah, after the boss, after you get out of the room or pick up the health, return to exit, and we are going to do some really chill movement. We're going to come up here. This stuff's really easy. Yeah. Swap through these rocks, and climb up this ladder.
Just keep to the directions, don't do diagonal movements, and you will get through the section nicely.
Exactly. You don't need save here. This is one of the few safe saves we don't need to even touch. Well, this part is a bit more involved in Hundo if you've watched that video. But yeah, we just hold up here. It's fine. We're chill.
Yeah. This is a great moment during the run to take a drink if you want.
Yeah.
This is one of my drink spots.
Anyway, once we get onto the roof of the hotel, we are going to return to entrance, because the entrance is here. Why is this like it? We don't know. I don't know.
The Anodyne gods and move on.
Anyway, we can go through that. There is a bit of a faster strat there if you want. I'm gonna go back and come. Actually, I could have just returned to entrance.
Yeah, you can.
I'm stupid. Cause this room, there's a bit of a faster strat using coyote time. A bit. Not that. Just like, you can just get over there a bit faster. I'm rusty. So it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
It's a very small time save, probably not worth it.
It's not worth it for anyone except if you're going for world record contention. Anyway, swap through there. Then. Get 4-1. Come over here. Swap to broom. Collect the dust. The text box that I played earlier should be there. And now it's time to fight manager. He's going to ask us if we like the pool. Attack the eye.
The general strategy for this boss is you want to try and stay in the bottom.
Yeah.
And just bat him at the sides. You want to stay in the kind of middle and just hit him as he goes and basically play table tennis with him on the walls.
Yeah.
Try and get rid of as many of these dusts as you can, because they can kill you sometimes.
Yeah. Also, if you're getting the Also, if you're getting the health, it's going to be annoying to have to fill up. But we want to just stay down here, and he's going to back up into us.
Yeah. He can come down lower sometimes, and in that case, just like there,
he was doing so many lows there.
You are very unlikely to die to this boss in this phase.
Yeah. It's like, he can give you some time loss, but, like, he's not the main boss to give you time loss. That would be, like, the two late games, or, Watcher, mainly.
Yeah.
Anyway, go back.
Occasionally.
Go back. Yeah, true. Go back to swap, go to save, give most of my rogue time losses lag.
Yeah. For me, it's often, if I lose a run to rogue, it's because the 10 skill attack is in the path I want to take.
Yeah.
And I take a hit.
Anyway, return to save and quit, because we have to take this save to get into the lift. And just come down here, take that portal, return to Nexus again, and come up here into this area. And we are going to do something that lots of people wouldn't think of. Go out of bounds here and then walk down 4 screens. So, count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you've done it right and get to the middle of the screen, you get to here. Now we're going to swap over here. This is faster. It used to be slightly slower, but there's a thing called John Skip. We can skip killing this lovely man. It's now the pacifist route.
Yeah.
So
I refer to this skip as John with a H skip.
Yeah, true. So there are two main ways of going about this. Yeah, there's two main ways of going about this. I'm just doing it differently so I can get out later. So you can either do it from here, which is safer because there's less swaps if you one-train it, or you can do what I do, and I think it's faster. Just beeline down here. That. I think that's faster, even though there's more swaps. But yeah. We're in Red Sea now.
I don't even one-train that, I two-train it.
Oh no, I one-train it, because I find it just really easily. So, we're going to just walk down here. Get to this dungeon, specifically. You can save if you want. There's a little quirk you can do here.
It's really weird because it's actually all on the same map.
Yeah, so there's a weird little thing I did there. Usually the trigger for these gates opening is that enemy there dying to that beam. However, if you change screen while that happens, this gate opens. If that doesn't happen, you just swap through the wall. It's fine. It doesn't save any time, but it's just funny.
Yeah.
It's like
you want to
it just
jump across
happens.
here to try and beat that laser cycle.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to come up here, swap through here. Do not take the water, it's slower. But I did. Anyway, here's Rogue. If you're on console, you'll suffer from lag. I'm sorry for any Switch runners. Anyway, swap to Broom, get over here, walk up here, and mash. If you get in the right position, Rogue will do nothing.
Yeah. The best way to try and line this up is if you see Young's glasses and the kind of barrier where it's lighter and darker red on the side of the tile. That's kind of the line you want to be in.
Yeah.
It's pretty lenient.
Yeah. This is what I'm talking about, the main Rogue time loss. The death.
Yeah. I don't experience this, like, at all.
Yes, 5 Pro looking ass.
I'm
on last gen. I'm on last gen. So, well. But yeah, the main thing is
that can occasionally kill your run, and it happens sometimes. Like most bosses in this game, all of them can kind of kill your run.
Oh, I forgot that happens. So get the health cicada
So if you
want to. I'm just getting that for
briefly, if you on the 4 tiles that Scorch is walking up there, where you've got the 2 moving ones, and then on either side it's the 2 non-moving ones. As you are traveling up there to try and get into the position for Rogue, there can occasionally be a tentacle attack there. If that happens and you take hit, unfortunately that can kill your run, because that means you enter the full-on phase of the attack.
Yeah, but regardless, the main setup for getting that is take either of the fluffs, like this one or the one on the left, get here, place it there, and I typically end up on like the far right of it, and then just hold up,
just
and then get here.
Just current move you, and you will be put into the position.
If you accidentally end up doing something like this, you're fine. That happened in the world record for PC. That happened in the PC world record, and it's fine. Anyway, you do have to come down here out to the arena, jump, and that just happens. I don't know why. It's nice though.
It's fast.
Go to swap. You don't have to jump because you can just come behind the thing that shoot and do that. You're there. We are now in the 8-bit maze. Swap this wall out and you get a free save. Go into this portal. Go through here. Just walk up here. And now we're going to have to do something called I call a voice swap. You just highlight something you want to swap, and then for the swap itself, turn behind you to like, for example, an room entrance, and then hit swap. Blah, you're done. And you can walk across
For these
void.
kinds of moves, I generally flick the D-pad. I don't press it.
Yeah, I just like tap it slightly. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can catch yourself in kind of a loop of trying to do it.
Yeah, that has happened before. Yeah, PC is going to have a slightly different strat because they can walk into the loading zone from behind, whereas console can't. But you're going to walk along to the same room regardless. I don't count it. I just do it based on visual.
We just enter earlier.
This should be the room. It is. Yeah, so console, you want to get out about here, and then come through here, and then go. PC is going to just walk across to here, and then walk into the loading zone. As you can see, I cannot get into it.
Yeah, this entire top row is blocked off for us. No matter what we do.
Yeah. But we're going to come down here, take that, jump, and in here. You're in circus now. Swap to broom, jump, and get that from there, and place it up there. Go back to swap. You're going to want to jump on the current tiles if you can, because it's slightly faster.
To slow down.
Yeah. Jump across there, come up here, wait a bit, do that, it's fine. That's close enough to casual strats. Again, try to avoid...
do that. I actually go through the water. I should really do that.
Well, you don't do what?
I walk through the water in the middle. That's way faster. I should be doing that.
I would recommend saving...
the center of that room.
Yeah. I would recommend saving here for any time. For, like, most levels.
Now comes the biggest run killer in the game, potentially.
So, do you like RNG, children? This is RNG.
This boss has a, I believe, 30 or 40% chance to be free. And the rest of it, your run is basically dead at a high level. But at the beginner level, you are honestly fine. Just keep going.
Yeah.
If you die, reload and give it another go. You might actually get it the second time round.
Yeah. So,
are you planning to reload it until you get the fast track to demonstrate it?
I might, because I don't fully remember how to do it.
Worth being.
Yeah. So we're going to want to activate it. Come down here if I remember correctly. Spam.
Yes, you want to be down on top of the...
Yeah, oh, I got it, but I just didn't do it.
Yeah. If they stop there, you want to walk on top of the arrows.
Yeah. Because during that attack, both of them have separate hitboxes with separate iframe durations. Yeah.
That might be worth resetting just to...
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, that will show, but that shows what happens when this boss goes wrong. You just kind of have to improvise.
Oh wait, I should have.
I believe for both me and Scott, if we miss the fast track, it's basically run dead for us.
Basically, yeah. Even more so for 100% because this is the last boss in the run for Hundo. But yeah. Come down here and hope.
So you want to start in front of the arrows, then as they stop, walk onto them and turn behind.
That wasn't it fully, but it got some of it.
Yeah, and you would just stand there facing to the right and attacking because the hitbox stays there, and by the time they make one full circle, you will have killed them. That wasn't too bad. That was pretty quick.
That was far from bad.
Yeah, that would. If I got that, I would continue this run.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just picking these all up for sake of showing beginner strats for Siege.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So you will end up with quite a bit of health if you pick them all up.
Yeah, I typically only get, in like my own runs for like D-Rust, I typically only get like all but the last two, but in like actual attempts, I typically go for I typically only go for the first two. But yeah.
Yeah, I am the same. I only go for the first two, more so just to give me a small buffer with Sage, which we will be seeing next.
So, yeah, regardless of what, if you collect or not, return to entrance, get that, return to Nexus, and come up here. It's time for Sage. We can't avoid this dialogue anymore.
Yeah.
Save here.
Unfortunately, we don't need cards because we have swap.
Yeah, but yeah, regardless,
always take
the save. Swap because
any damage that was done, especially if you don't collect the extra health, any damage done to you during Sage will be healed.
There's no real RNG in this fight, but it's just annoying at times and can chunk you. So it's in a few phases, so I can call them bar, 2 fireball, 3 fireball, and shower.
There are points where you can intentionally take damage to sneak out extra hits, which I do personally.
I do as well. Yeah, I do. But yeah. But bar phase, the first phase ends after, I think, 4 hits?
Yes. The last stage is 3 hits, the next stage is also 3 hits, and then the final stage is 3 hits as well. I believe they're all 3 hits. One of them might be 4.
I think 4 ball might be 3, might be 4. I don't remember. But yeah, we'll see. We'll count them.
Yeah, this shows how much of a feel that you get for this game. We don't even remember some of the numbers for the attacks. We just know when we get there.
Yeah, once you get through all dialogue, Sage is gonna do his anime intro. You just have to know when they're vulnerable. Basically now, and you can get your first attack in there. Jump, 1, 2, 3. That's bar. 2 ball. 3.
You can mash for an extra hit there when it's just before this phase starts.
Also, I should say for 4 ball, I recommend lining yourself up under their left side ball, so you can basically get a free hit once they start moving. So like here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Yeah, so that's 4.
And then just mash, basically.
Yeah. Avoid fire as best you can and mash.
Yeah.
If you're confident in being able to deal this fight, before each phase begins, you can mash. You will take damage, but you will get a free hit on the boss.
Yeah, pretty much every phase except bar, you're fine. You will take damage. But yeah, now it's time for everyone's favorite part. Also, go back to swap. I think PC can do this as well, if I remember correctly.
Yes, PC can do this, but they enter it differently.
Yeah, I don't know how PC enters it, but we just do this and come up here and come through here. We're in a section we're not meant to be in yet. So we go up here and press this button, skipping the hardest combat in the game. I hate
you can actually move from this animation early before they exit.
Oh yeah, I know. I remember that. I just didn't do it there for some reason. You can move from it early.
Yeah.
Anyway. Run over here.
It's a small little time save,
but that spike warps
nice
you.
Nice little 3 second or 2.
Yep. And now we want to come through here, stand on the left of these buttons.
And beat the second hardest bit of the game.
Yeah. it's not that hard. I like the platforming. But yeah, if you're going into glitchless categories, or you've probably played this game casually before. If you're watching this, yeah, it's hard. Anyway,
even in the speedrun, these two sections are decently challenging.
Yeah. Take this save mainly for the health refill. Take this swap and go up here. That skips a massive dialogue, and it's time for the final boss, Briar. Briar has 2 main attack types, fire and ice, and has 3 variations of each of them.
Yeah. If you want to just stop for a second here.
Yeah.
A really, really helpful thing to know about the flame attacks. No matter which phase it is, no matter which number it is, the first, second, or third, you can place the dust in the exact same location, and you just kind of have to wiggle around to get a flame to hit it. But you do not need to play in any other different positions. The same position works every time.
Yeah, and also I found what I like to call the god position. I jokingly call it the god pixel for this fight because it's a position where you cannot get hit, and if a flame attack rolls, you're right next to a fluff. So yeah.
This boss, if you do it correctly,
it's easy.
Should always be around the same kind of time.
Yeah. But still, you get a really good theme song.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're going to want to avoid spikes. This is not the god pixel.
No, but this is the kind of position you want to be in, because you will avoid all attacks, basically. There you go.
Kind of there,
that's the kind of pixel you want, the tile you want to put it on, the one just after that.
Here's Ice 1. This is the only one you really want to play like that ice attack.
All the others you want to have some distance.
Yeah. Like this one.
I actually personally when it's on the final one, I go directly up from that position and do this. I don't move towards it at all, I just move up.
Anyway, interesting position, but that still works. It won't work for a Fire 3.
Yeah. You want to be one tile lower than that.
Yeah. Ugh. There you go, and we have 1 attack left, and we're going to be done with the game, basically. But time still ends on Fade Out.
Yes.
This is the hardest fire attack because it's finicky. Sometimes inside the cloud inside the steam works, sometimes it doesn't. That's about here. There we go. And then once you know you've hit the final attack, just get up here. So you can just run out quickly. Yeah. Again, I'm just rusty. Yeah, once you get out here, you're gonna see the effects of the overflow. There's Sage's line. Dude Young. Yeah, this is the second sandwich. And that would be time. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully, you enjoy running this game as much as we have. Yeah, if you have any questions, join the Alan Giesick Productions Discord server. Can DM me, Karmic, probably any other runner of this game.
Community, but we are very, very passionate about this game. It's fun to run.
Yeah, and hopefully sometime in the future I will get out tutorials for some of the other games in this series by the same studio, Even the Ocean, and also possibly glitchless for this game, which would be interesting. But yeah, yep, I think that's gonna be it.